Welcome to another quick learning. Today we're going back to the regular expressions tutorial. So we finished the formal tutorial on regex 1, but now there's some additional practice problems that we're going to do. If you're joining this in the middle of the playlist, I'll put a link in the description below so you can start from the first video if you wish. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to the additional problems here. So problem 1, matching at decimal numbers. At first glance, writing a regular expression to match a number should be easy, right? We have this /d special character to match any digit, and all we need to do is match the decimal point, right? For simple numbers, that may be right, but when working with scientific or financial numbers, you often have to deal with positive and negative numbers, significant digits, exponents, and even different representations like the comma used to separate thousands and millions. Below are a few different formats of numbers that you might encounter. Notice how you'll have to match the decimal point itself and not an arbitrary character using the dot meta character. If you are having trouble skipping the last number, notice how the number ends the line compared to the rest. All right, so we're looking at these. So you can see these are all valid numbers. These first, what is this, 5. This one's scientific notation. This one's a negative number. They have decimal points. This one has a comma separator for the thousands. So how can you match these first 5 but not the last one? So the first way might be, so you can see this one ends with a letter. So if we want to just cut out anything that ends with a letter, we could do this. We can do the hat character in a bracket means not something. So we'll do A through Z, and then we'll put the $sign to signify that as the end. So you can see that matches it because, but it doesn't tell you that anything before that matches. So if this is a number, but then the rest is, letters and things like that, it's not a number. So we could just put in front of it / digit plus, so we know there's some digits in there. So you can see it matches up until there's a decimal point or there's an E or something. So it gets kind of complicated as you go through things, and then we could add, let's say we're going to count for that negative sign. The negative sign is always going to come at the beginning, so we put the hat character at the front and to signify this is the beginning, and then if we put a negative, then we can see that we can match that character. And then we could do, other things as well. I'm just going to go to the solution because they've already accounted for all these things. And actually, I should have put a question mark there because we want to make this optional. Not all numbers are going to be negative numbers. So this is to account for all of these things. This is what you got to do. So I'm going to copy and paste this, and then we'll go through it one at a time. So like we went through here, this accounts for the negative number. This tells you that the question mark that it's optional. Not everyone's going to be negative. And then this just tells you, so there's going to be the /d. If we go over to the cheat sheet, you see that that's any digit. And the plus means one or more of those 0 through 9. All right, and then this accounts for, so a comma. So it could be there's a comma in the, so under this group, there's going to be a comma, and then there's going to be more digits after that, one or more. And this star means that there could be 0 or more of this group here, where there's commas and more digits. All right, so moving on, we've got another group. So, and then there could be a period. So this is an escape character because the period itself is any character. You need this escape character to tell you that we're looking for a period. So after the period, you're going to have some number of digits. And then you could also have this E and then some number, one or more digits. And this is optional. You can see, so the E is optional. Not everything's going to be in scientific notation. And then this whole thing is optional because you may not have a decimal point. So you can see like this 128 does not have a decimal point. And then the $sign means that's the end of it. So you can see it matches the whole string of all of these and not the last one. The last one does not match because it ends with a letter, and And here we're saying it has to end with some sort of digit, either coming from this statement, possibly this statement, or this statement. All right, so there you go. There's an example where you can match numbers based on whether it's negative, scientific notation, comma separators, and such. So this is kind of a general format that you could use to see if something is a number, although in a lot of languages there is functions that'll do this much more easily. All right, thank you very much. Hope you guys join me for future videos, and goodbye for now.